Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Hashem, Makakadash, and Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His unbegotten Son, Bahashem, in the name of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. The Lashkodash Holy Tongue, and I say Barak Thumb to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim, Wa'akwa, and I say Shalom. And this is a quick sit-down lesson of the famine word update. And as you know, this current administration in the version of Babylon, and I believe it's some type of bill they want to request, the version of Babylon want to request in the Congress about if you speak, because that lets you know, hey, that lets you know your freedom of speech is on the line. That shows that's an indicator we're getting closer to the famine word. And it was one of the Akim, one of the Akia, he had uploaded this video. It was his Judite brother. He was mentioning about the current situation that they want to, the modern day version out of Babylon, to have a Congress report, like a list of things that if you speak about certain things, you might get called as the T word, if you know what I mean, And if you're anti version out of Babylon, and you might be labeled as a T word. And if you speak about any certain things about what they believe in those categories, I want to speak in code, because Esau, you say certain things, you might flag your channel, trying to suspend your channel. So that shows you that Esau is coming down with great wrath, because you have a short time to rule, especially particular if you speak about certain things, and if you're not pro version out of Babylon, if you're the opposite of it, you're gonna be labeled as a T word. Now they have a list of things that they want to approve into Congress over here in the version out of Babylon the Great, that they want to have being passed and signed into law. I believe that's going to start like in 2027. As that Judite brother was listening to those a couple of things, So that shows that we're getting close to the famine of the word. It's increasingly approaching. So this is definitely a major prophecy that's about to come to pass in the field. So it's going to be a famine in the land. It's going to be a famine of the word, and it's going to be a famine of lack of bread, for lack of water. And these are the times, we're about to enter into. Because Esau, he's going to come down with great wrath, because, he have a short time to rule. He's definitely going to come down on his brother Jacob, If you anti-ways of Esau Edom ways, he's going to label you as a T word, and he's going to look at that as a HAT speech, if you know what I mean. As I said in code, Amos 8 and verse 11, behold, the days come, said the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread nor thirst of water, but the hearing of the words of Yahweh. Right, so it's going to be a famine of the word, it's going to be a famine in land, and it's going to be a famine of lack of bread, for lack of water, but the hearing of the words of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. It's the book of Amos, chapter 8 and verse 12. It says, and they shall run from sea to sea. Yep, it says, they shall run from sea to sea, and even to the east. It says, they shall run from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. And they shall run to and fro, try to seek the words, Yahweh shall not find it. Right, so many going to run to and fro, try to seek the words, Heavenly Father, Yahweh shall not find it. Because this is a prophecy that's going to come to pass and fulfilled. Amos chapter 8 verse 13, in that day shall a fair verse young man feel thirst. Right, so in that day it's going to be a fair verse young man feel thirst, because it's going to be a famine word. So as I mentioned again, it's going to be a famine in the land. It's going to be a famine of lack of bread. It's going to be a famine of lack of bread, for lack of water, but the hearing of the words, Heavenly Father, Yahweh. So back to what I was saying, as the Judite brother, Israelite brother from the southern kingdom, from the tribe of Judah, and he was mentioning about the Congress and the version of Babylon in this place. They're trying to list a lot of things that if you speak about, especially when you're on your social media platform, like YouTube, Rumble, whatever media platform, especially YouTube. Because YouTube is kind of strict on when you say certain things, because they flag your channel. They might take your video down, whatever case may be. Now you got this current administration over here in the Virgin of Babylon. If you speak about certain things, I believe they trying to sign into bill a list of things. If you speak about anything that what they believe in, what they believe in and stuff like that, was list of those things. And if you speak about the small hats, if you speak about certain people with what they believe in. If you speak about that, speak about the small hatters, speak about the alphabet lifestyle, or anything in those categories. If you speak about anti of this version out of Babylon, if you speak about that, you're gonna be labeled as a T word. So that goes for anybody, especially particular the service of prophets of Yahweh Shai. So that's an indicator right there. It's gonna be a famine of the word. So this is a prophecy that's definitely going to come to pass, we feel. So, the famine of the word is nigh at hand. So I'm reading again, Amos 80 verse 11. Behold, the days come, said the Heavenly Father Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land. Right, it's going to be a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor thirst of water, but the hearing of the words of Yahweh. Amos 80 verse 12. And they shall run from sea to sea, from the north into the east. They shall run to and fro, try to seek the words of Yahweh shall not find it. Right, so many gonna run to and fro, try to seek the words of Father Yahweh shall not find it. Amos 80 verse 13. In that day shall feverish young man fifth thirst. Right, so in that day is gonna be a feverish young man fifth thirst for the words of Yahweh Shai. So as I mentioned once again, hopefully this was an edifying, quick sit down lesson of the famine of the word update. As we see in the famine of the word is nigh at hand, is increasingly approaching. Hey, because Esau coming down with great wrath, because you have a short time to rule. Hey, so if you speak anything that's not part of this version of Babylon, hey, best believe you're gonna be labeled as a T word. If you speak about the small hatters, hey, speak about the version of Babylon and the ways of version of Babylon, and you oppose it, and you speak about the alphabet lifestyles, or anybody in particular that's part of this version, modern day version of Babylon, best believe you're gonna be labeled as a T word, and you're gonna get persecuted as well too. So that shows that the increasing of persecution and the increasing of the famine of the word is increasingly approaching. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Wakakadash, and the Heavenly Father. The true name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Bahashem. In the name of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lost Christ of the tongue. I say Barakathon to the elders and apostles, Wa'aki and Ba'akwa. Until next time, I would say Shalom.